All right, welcome back, everybody. As you can see behind me, we have the project car back into the garage. And the next phase of this is going to be to tear apart all the front end suspension, get things replaced, cleaned up, put back together, get the whole front clip of this car kind of repainted and ready to go. But before we get into that part of the project, I wanted to share that all of the internals that we ordered for the engine have shown up. We're going to send the crank out to get balanced here at the beginning of the week. So before we do that, I was going to show you everything that we ordered for the internals of our engine rebuild. All right, so the first thing that we have here is our Comp Star by Cali's crank. Just going to go ahead and leave this in the box, but I had to kind of chuckle with that sticker. So I guess after this week, we'll officially own this because it'll be balanced. So one other piece of this that we are recycling, we did not buy new, are rods. We have over a full set of these Comp Star 6-inch rods in the drawer, so we're going to pick the best 8 and use those in the build. But we are going to replace the rod bolts, which we have in here. Interesting. Makes me think that either this got opened up at the place we got them from, or somebody returned this. We'll have to make sure we check those out real good. As far as our pistons go, we are running an Icon forged piston. They're 30 over and they are domed. That'll be going to the machine shop, or one of those. One of those will be going to the machine shop with the crank and that rod for the balance job. And then in this box from Competition Products, we have gasket, packing material, more packing material. These are either the exhaust or the intake valves, and that's going to be the other 8 valves. We have our bearings, more bearings, timing set, our rear main seal, and our fuel pump push rod. We had to go with a composite push rod there because of the cam that we're going to put in is roller cam. All right, and the last 2 boxes here are from Summit, and we've got oil. If you ever order a case of oil from Summit, sometimes they just put it all in a big bag and send it to you. We got oil filters. It's for both cars. We've always used K&N oil filters. We've had good luck with those, so I keep using those. Some stickers. That is one of the gasket kits. And you see our head gaskets, valve cover gaskets, exhaust gaskets, and the rest of the engine gasket kit there. And then over here, we have more oil. This one might be just oil. So we go through 8 quarts every oil change, and it's cheaper to buy the 5-quart jug and then top it off with the individual quarts afterwards. So the only other piece of this puzzle that we're missing right now are the rings for the pistons. Still waiting for those to show up. But other than that, next time you see any of this, we'll be putting the engine together, get ready to drop it into this car. Now let's go ahead and jump into this front end and make sure we get it all squared away. So like I mentioned, we're going to take all these suspension parts off of here. The upper control arms are getting replaced. The spindles are getting replaced. The lowers are going to end up getting inspected real good and make sure that they're in good shape and just cleaned up and repainted. Tie rod and center link, I think it's just going to get cleaned up and repainted and make sure nothing there needs to be replaced. Same thing over here. We're going to pull the uppers off, replace those, pull that spindle off, replace it. We'll do the same thing with the lower and the tie rod over here. So we're going to go ahead and dig into this, put it on time lapse, and get this ripped apart and see what we're working with. All right, so it didn't take too long to get everything torn apart there. Like I said, the spindles are getting replaced. The upper control arms are getting replaced. But quick story about these uppers. When we bought this car, it came with no front suspension. So we had these lowers, Lightning chassis lowers, that we had been using up to that point that are actually going to go back on this car. But we weren't sure what to do for uppers, so my dad actually home built our upper control arms. Both sides, left and right. And they got the job done for us quite well. 10 feature wins on this setup, so it did pretty good. I am switching the uppers over to the close uppers just because it's easier to get replacements when I can just pick up the phone and order it. But these uppers, they did a good job. I think they're going to get cleaned up and put on the trophy shelf up there. But everything else, a lot of the hardware, mounting hardware is just going to get replaced. Some of the stuff, like the spring cups and weight jack bolts, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the ultrasonic cleaner, get those cleaned up. Tie rods themselves are okay. We'll just clean these up. Center link get cleaned up and painted up. We'll replace these Heims because I'm not sure I want to trust that. But all in all, everything's looking pretty good that came off of here. Right now, Dad is reaming out the new spindles for the new ball joints, and it won't be too long before we'll be throwing this back together. All right, here we are. It's a couple days later, but I soaked these lower control arms and sprayed them out the best I can, but there's still some pretty stuck on gunk in different parts here. Paint's pretty beat up from a couple seasons of racing, so what I'm gonna do is get in here with a wire brush, clean this stuff up real good, and then come back with the can of spray paint and make these look brand new again. Working on these rotors right now. See comparison of the before and after. I'm just taking a little bit of sandpaper on a palm sander and knocking that surface rust off of there. The rotors are in pretty good shape. Just want to clean them up before we put them back on the car. Then we'll pop the bearings out and get those re-greased. Alright, and I'm really glad I took the time to clean these rotors up, because what I thought everything looked pretty good, I'm noticing, and it's probably hard to see on camera, there's a pretty good ridge right here that I couldn't see with all that surface rust on there. So this rotor's well used, but it is pretty used up, so looks like that is going to end up getting replaced before this car hits the track. So just like I did with the rear hubs, I'm going to go ahead and pop all the bearings out of here, clean them up, check them over real good, and re-grease them. We'll have to pop the seals out of the back of these, get those rear bearings out, or inner bearings out. We'll go ahead and get that done now. Alright, so got these out and cleaned up, and everything's looking pretty good. At this point, between both cars, this will be the 7th and 8th set of bearings that I've taken apart and cleaned and re-greased. I feel pretty good about my assessment of saying they're good to go. Really, they should be. They're getting this maintenance regularly, every off season. Fresh grease, cleaned up. They really should be in good shape. So even though I'm going to replace that rotor, I'm going to go ahead and get these cleaned up and greased anyhow. That way when the new rotor comes in, we can just get them swapped over. Okay, so we finally got this front end put back together. See, we got our new close racing upper control arm. You got our refurbished lower control arms. We got our new 3-piece spindles on there. We got our new rotor over here on the left side. Obviously, we got to set the tone, everything when this thing is back on the ground. So those are loose right now. Center link's reinstalled. Oh, looks like I got to put the brake caliper back on over here. But again, changed over to the close racing supply upper here. A little concerned about this. We're going to see what it looks like when it's on the ground, but I might have to go to a different tie rod over here on the right. And I also wanted to show, I got a spacer kit from AA Manufacturing to help me get the spacing right here with the mounts that were already on the car. Kind of like this. So if I got to adjust caster, I can use the spacers to help me out with that. So that's finally going to put a wrap on this video. If you like what you saw, take a moment to click that like button. Subscribe so you can follow along and see our progress coming up on the engine rebuild. And also share this with a friend. Let everybody see what we have going on here at the garage. I appreciate you taking the time to come in and watch what we're doing. If you have any suggestions, any questions, throw them down in the comments below. All this stuff helps out with the old YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, appreciate you taking the time here, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.